And welcome back. This is ballerscuba with more bonus episodes of Let's Play Transistor. When we last left off, we went through the entire game and beat it. And now we are going through the entire game again. This game just wanted me to do more work. It wanted me to go through a second time, so we are going to do that. Hopefully it'll go a little bit faster the second time through. Simply because...
Okay, there's a... Wait. Back.
Oh, though I'm under attack.
Wait for it.
Because it should be easier the second time through. At least that's what you would think. All right. Can I jaunt and then call it? All right, so that puts it down to 4. So let's jaunt, spark, call. Why doesn't that kill it? Okay, so I can do 2, and then I can call. And apparently the call didn't do anything because it's protected? Why would it be protected on the second one? Yeah, it's not. That's what I thought. Alright, from this point forward, I can just kind of spark my way to victory. Takes a little bit to take these guys down, but they do go down eventually. Alright, where did it pop up? There's another one out there somewhere. There it is. How did it get way over here? Okay.
So is this whole block.
Another level for us, level 14.
It's us.
So I can get... Oh, I can get my old stuff back. Okay. I think there was like some form of achievement for this one. Let's do spark. We'll do a double spark here. And then I will do another upgrade slot to number 3. And permanent. User will cause functions to overload it by uninstalling them at access points. Or user will lose access to 6 memory or more. Functions may be uninstalled. I guess let's get permanent. I don't plan on using a lot of these limiters in conjunction with other limiters, but we'll take a look at them as we go. Kind of takes a while to get back into the swing of this game sometimes. All right, so now I can access the main menu. But let's take the bike. We're off.
Okay. E64 on ramp. 5 blocks down. Take the second right. Do not turn left. And thanks for the lift.
So yeah, going through this game a second time.
Turn left.
I'm not sure I'm gonna get anything new out of this. Because we didn't get all that much information. Let's go!
Wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me. Back to those 2 big camerata pieces of trash.
There's only 3 of them, apparently.
Look, whatever you're thinking. Do me a favor. Don't let me go.
I won't. But, I'm not sure I like how this game ends. Yeah, it made it sound like the Camerata was like this big organization. Turns out to just be 3 guys. Oh, that was weird for me, at least. All right, next area.
More bike.
Why?
Still 1 blocks to the set.
All right, so that. And then cull. Hopefully it'll be close enough by then. Yeah, it was out of room. Holy crap, there's a lot going on here. And they keep on sucking me in. That's not good. Can I cull from here? Out of range. So then I guess we'll go for another spark. Try to hit all of them here. Alright, I got a lot of them. But there's still more. Okay, let's just, you know what? Spark. Should do the trick there, spark there, double spark there, and we can finish off you guys. So now we just got the snapshots here. Wow, that's more damage than I remember them doing. Okay. Jaunt, and then we can't spark my way to victory? Alright. Let's make sure they die, yeah?
They were waiting.
Yeah, they tend to do that. Alright, do need to find another save point. I should have used the last one before moving on, but I was trying to just move forward, right? Wasn't there something?
Fertile ground.
Something going on? Alright, so
Still up.
OVC terminal. That's about getting stuff here. We're skipping those these days.
Never seen Cold Walk cleared out.
Alright, so here's the access point. Now I have access to a whole new row where they're repeating the same stuff over again. Okay, so we have a new limiter. We have permanence. Let's inspect it. It's an exemplar. It's a guardian. It has a sleek form factor, tracking sensor, paralysis wave. It's ineffective at range, but it does like cylindrical objects and simple games. This is fetch. I don't like fetch. Fetch is not nice. All right, so let's oh, I do have superiority. Already learned. Okay, so we have man done. The process, I believe it is beginning to take on certain characteristics of its environment. Its environment in this case consisting of yours truly, I suppose, and my associates. One of the others who shall be left nameless suggested this might be a form of tribute, like a living sculpture. But he or she does not know what he or she is talking about, and I fear something else is going on here. Something rather troubling. Precaution thing, but I've implemented a number of interlocking safety limiters that should keep the process well in line for just in case. Can never be too sure. Royce. So yeah, Royce is filling all these in. We want to turn that off, which I guess is reset limiter. And we did learn this one as well, priority. Designation creep. Busy, 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 aren't they? With their feet, feelers maybe? All clattering about. Very hardworking, diligent, dignified even. Despite menial role within process hierarchy. Though hierarchy, that is not quite right. More like union. Most respectable a pair of these. They often work in pairs. Can wipe out a small house in an hour or two if sufficiently impelled. Then the others in the family, they all come on in to make sure for something new, something different, often something better than before. Royce. Yeah, I'm not doing a very good Royce voice, but then again, I didn't know what he sounded like for a while. So let's turn that off. We're gonna have to use the permanence limiter. And then we're gonna have to keep everything else the same. Actually, let's turn that off. Head back in here. And then we will uninstall these because I can now. And we'll like rearrange things. Because although Cull is nice, I like Breach more. Not entirely sure why. All right, so Cull, we have new stuff on Cull. We also have new stuff on Flood. So...
Right. I know the name, but not the man. Heard he got out of town a while back.
So let's learn a little bit more about Royce. Let's learn about his findings. Because the engineer's work was never done, it stayed fresh. With new whims came new challenges. Bridges, gardens, towers, ports. None of it lasted very long. The nature of his work led him to notice certain patterns over time. The will of the people changed in cycles. Bridges would come down in favor of railways. Railways would give way to parks. New bridges would then be built upon the parks, and so on. Recognizing this, the engineer started fashioning avant-garde structures and designs he believed would persist beyond the immediate urges of the population. Yet these ideas proved much less popular. Before much longer, he became obscure and left his job to pursue personal interests on his own. It was then that he discovered a formula visualizing exactly how the structures of Cloud Bank formed. All right, so we're getting some good information here, but we have to install this new upgrade slot available. Yes. We can install it here as a passive, so I get some life regen. Okay, I'll take it. Like, what was it? 5 points, yeah, 5 per second, and max life restored is 50%, so I can't even get everything back. Cull.
Mark, that's the Hammer's quarter filter. What they want with him?
That's a good question. I don't remember him coming up. Olmark. He's 22. He's male. He's strong and likes concentration. Reason side, what's life without a little risk? He's integrated. Olmark. Very few are so well cut out for professional athletics as Olmark, who famously corrected reporters anytime they addressed him using honorifics. As a rookie playing for the high-rise Hammers, Olmark was a second-string quarter fielder until a chance injury put the team's star out of commission, giving Olmark his chance to shine. Any skepticism surrounding his qualifications quickly dissolved as he proceeded to lead the Hammers to a crushing 17-2 season. But the following season proved an even greater surprise. We'll learn more about that later. So this needs to be an upgrade slot. So let's put Breach back on 1. We'll put Spark back on 2. We'll put Jaunt back on 3. And I still like, what is it? I like Void on 4. Void is proving to be very useful. We'll put Crash on Breach. What does Cull do? Raises the kinetic impact or effect duration of most functions. All right, so let's put that on Breach. Breach will deal more damage and send targets flying upward. I don't know if I like the flying upward part, though. Can we put it on Cull? That sends them flying upward. Jaunt will launch targets upward in an area around the destination. Void will launch targets upward in addition to the base effect. All right, I guess we're going to have to put it on Breach. I don't necessarily like it, but we'll deal with that as it goes. Tap, are we done with Tap? We are done.
Controls the man behind the camera, without a doubt. Beats being an admin.
Yeah, he's not really in charge, I don't think. So we're done with Tap. Let's put Ping on Void. I'm starting to run out of memory slots here. We'll put Bounce on Spark. And then, I think we did Load. Let's put Get on Spark. So that brings them closer. And then we have Mask on Jaunt. And then I only have 3 slots left. That's perfect for Load. Could also work for Purge. And then Switch. I think I want to put Purge on. Void will slow targets, dealing damage over time in addition to the base effect. So that works out nicely. Then we have Load. Let's put Load onto Void, and that'll max us out. So we still have a lot of memory that I need to add here, but hopefully we'll get that in time. Alright, still says everything there, but I think we saw everything that needs to be changed. Wow, okay. Hi. Alright, let's do that, and that. Is that a man? It is! That should not be allowed for there to be men already. Why are there men? Like, that's... We're way too early in the game for that.
Pretty tough.
Okay, so... Now we have to deal with this nonsense. Give me my turn back. Okay. Wait for them to do their move. Spark to victory. Easily killed. He spawns a friend. There's that haircut. You guys still have a shared status, though. I didn't think you would. There's 3 of them, apparently. Alright, wait for you to do your move. There it is. Triple Void and Spark to victory. Give me that. Okay, here comes the haircut. Why is he still stealthy? Okay, void, void, void. Spark, spark, breach. Nothing I can't handle at this point. Okay, try to take you guys out.
Just passing through.
Oh, I forgot to set the limiters. Forgot to set them. All right, let's rearrange this as necessary. Flood has been used every way. I need to. Let's take another look at Royce. Travels. He studied this formula closely, for it filled him with a deep sense of wonder and even deeper sense of dread. He developed predictive algorithms to determine where and when the visualization would take form, and began drawing it out with his own architectural plans. Until one day he found it in its natural state. He saw beyond the confines of the city into something more, and there before him was something extraordinary. He took it and realized the things he saw now stood at his call. Alright, well, off you come. And then we have Cull. He is cursed. Olmark gained a reputation for dramatic yet reckless plays. He was very strong, especially for someone of his age and stature, which not only led to significant victories, but also to many injuries on the field. Rival fans started calling him the Cursed QF, for he inflicted some sort of injury to opposing team members in almost every match. This spurred controversy as to whether Olmark was acting with intent or without control. Both possibilities were troubling. Moreover, the league sought new safety regulations affecting the pace and spirit of the sport, for which Olmark felt personally responsible. When after one grueling match, a reporter asked what he made of his notoriety, Olmark admitted he was considering retirement. Soon after, an administrator he met after a high-profile win offered to help him make a comfortable arrangement. Interesting. So this one has to go in a passive slot now. Harm targets on contact while executing turn. Not necessarily my favorite, but we'll see what I can do. I guess let's put Flood onto something. Breach will leave a damage trail in the wake of the attack. or jaunt will leave a damage trail along the user's path. Let's try it on breach, because breach goes like all the way across. Maybe that'll be helpful. Maybe not. Actually, let's put purge on instead. I like purge better. Breach will slow targets dealing damage over time. It's not a perfect use of all my memory, but it'll do the trick. Wait a second. Because I also want to get the spark on there eventually. So let's take bounce off and put spark onto spark. Spark will cause spark particles to burst into more spark particles. And I get an achievement for that one. Once this is all done, then we need to turn on the limiters. Which ones do I actually need? That one's done. That one's done. This one's done. This one's done. 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 This one I need on. And done. Okay.